All right, so we're gonna start off by taking small sections and a paddle brush, and then we're going to simply brush out the hair of any kinks and tangles from the bottom, working our way up to the root. I personally like to use paddle brushes. I just feel like it combs out a wider space as opposed to using a comb. And it's a lot simpler. So I'm doing the same thing on the other side and all the way around. You guys can just take a look and see how I do this. I'm combing out the curls again for any kinks or tangles, anything like that, before I actually wash the unit. When you make your way to the back, it could be a little tricky, especially for me because the majority of the hair is in the back and it's a lot thicker back there. So if I were you, I would actually section this off into smaller sections and brush it out, but I was just being really impatient, as I always am, so I just went ahead and brushed everything out. But if you just want to, you know, be on the safe side, then yeah, just take smaller sections from the back and work your way up, and again, brush from the bottom all the way up to the root. And then here is how your unit should look, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She is ready to go to the wash. So I personally like to wash my hair with really hot water. I wash it as hot as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna drop the wig into the sink and I'm going to completely saturate it with water first. So once it is completely saturated, you'll start to notice that your curl forms will come back, and that is a very good sign. That is one of the reasons why I'm really enjoying this hair by Diamond Virgin Hair Company, because every time I wash this hair, the curls do come back. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Also, you'll notice when you start to wash it, you will experience some shedding, and at this time I like to take my fingers and just do a little bit of detangling throughout the hair, especially the back, around the like the back of the head area. You know, in the winter time there's a lot of kinks and stuff that happens back there because of our coats and stuff like that. Alright, so before I actually shampoo my hair, I like to make sure that the hair is not like drenched in water, because I'm only going to wash this once with shampoo, so I try to rinse it as best as possible. For my shampoo, I'll be using Numi White Truffle shampoo and conditioner. Seriously, this is like my favorite shampoo right now. It is so amazing. Not only does it smell really good, but it really clarifies and cleanses the hair very well. I only have to wash my wig once, which I absolutely prefer. I don't like to wash twice and then condition, so I really make sure to get a good wash and really lather and shampoo the hair. And I find that this shampoo by Numi works best, and it makes my hair so freaking soft, it's not even serious. So as I stated, I'm just going to shampoo this hair once. I like to pay close attention to a couple of key points. Definitely the very top of my head where the closure is, and in the back. Like, that's really important because that part of the wig gets very tangled, so I like to make sure that I detangle that area very well and cleanse it very well, because that's where you sweat the most, like in the back of the head. So I like to make sure that that's where I clean the most. Next, using hot water again, I am just going to rinse this hair very, very well. I usually take it through quite a few times. As you guys can see, like, you can kind of see that the water is not completely clear. It's just getting rid of all of the debris and everything, and smoke, whatever, you know, the elements of the world gives our hair. So that's why I really like that shampoo, because it just cleanses like no other. As you guys can see, I made a new friend over there in the corner. We're gonna call her I don't know, you know what, let's not give her a name, but at some point I was kind of like detangling the nape area, and then like this huge chunk of hair came out, and I was like, what the hell? All right, so yeah, she's making her cameo, but I'm gonna get rid of her now. Okay, say hi, and then yeah, say bye-bye. All right, so we're gonna move on to rinsing of the hair. Well, conditioning of the hair now. Okay, so for the conditioner, I am using Numi White Truffle Conditioner. I probably use way too much of this stuff, but I just really love it. It smells so good, and it makes my hair really, really soft. Like, I've noticed a huge difference in like the softness of my hair by using this product. So I'm a huge fan of that. So I'm just gonna take a nice amount and just completely like saturate the hair with the conditioner. Now, you don't have to go overboard, but you do want to make sure you have a nice amount, because I have about 4 bundles and a closure for this unit. So I want to make sure that like the ends and, you know, the very top and the back of my wig is nicely coated with the conditioner so that it can receive its nutrients to, you know, go back to its nice luster. So yeah, just make sure that you know, condition it very well. So you notice, guys, I'll keep talking about the back of the wig, but this is just a really important section for me, especially like now in the wintertime and even during the summertime. So in the wintertime, you know, we're wearing our coats and things like that. It's a lot colder, and so it tends to get a lot more tangled back there. And then in the summertime, when in the warmer months, it, you know, we sweat a lot, so we, you know, we create a lot of buildup back there. So you just want to make sure that you really clarify and you really condition back there to make sure that it stays nice and healthy, so to speak. So after that is my favorite part. This is so hood, but I love to kind of let my unit sit inside of a Ziploc bag. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab my wig and I'm just going to dump it in there. There is no right or wrong way to put it in. Just stuff it in there, literally, and let it sit. I usually like to let mine sit for about 30 minutes. Some people let it sit longer, but I will let you guys know that having your unit sit overnight really doesn't do anything. After a while, the nutrients and properties in the conditioner will stop working. So at that point, you just have product sitting on your wig. Okay, so after the wig has set for about 30 minutes, I'm gonna open that thing up, pour it out, and then I'm going to use the coldest water ever. So hot water kind of opens up the cuticle and allows like the shampoo to really cleanse. When you use cold water, it's going to seal and close the cuticle, locking the nutrients in of the conditioner. So that's why if you go to your local salon, your hairstylist will wash your hair with hot water or warm water, and then she will rinse with cold and or lukewarm water. That is why that is done. I'm going to do the same thing with the wig. I will say that I probably take better care of my wigs than my own hair, just because this hair and, you know, making these wigs are a huge investment. So you want to make sure you take good care of them so that they can last as long as you want them to. I've had this unit for like a month, and I know that I'll be wearing it way longer than a month. So, but I've been having a great time with it. So I feel like it's definitely worth at least taking a look at and seeing if this is some hair that you would like. And you know what, guys, I almost forgot to tell you, please, by all means, make sure that you really rinse this out. If you don't, and you notice that when your hair dries, it kind of has like a slick or slippery film over it, that means that you did not rinse the conditioner out well enough, and you may incur issues with curling and or styling if you don't rinse it out enough. So make sure you really rinse it to get rid of all of that slickness. You just don't want to deal with that when it comes time for you to style your unit. Alright, so after we're done, I'm just going to take it back onto my mannequin head, and this is where I allow it to dry. So, yeah, I mean, there's no right and or wrong way to do this. Some people like to put it on a mannequin. Some people just kind of set theirs out, but I find if I put it on the mannequin, you know, all the water falls down, allowing it to dry a little bit faster. So, you know, yeah, maybe you want to invest in a nice mannequin head and stand. I have been getting questions about that, so I can tell you guys that you can purchase that from your local Sally Beauty Supply store, or you can even find them on eBay. So after it's done, guys, you'll just see here that the curl pattern did come back, so that is a complete thumbs up for me. If you guys would like to see how I install and style my wigs, then go ahead and click the link right here after this video and check that out. Also, my next video will be my final review for Diamond Virgin Hair Company, so please keep a lookout for that. That will be happening literally probably tomorrow, so be very quick. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Love you so much. Peace out.